Having the right mindset about your decision-making rules can be the difference between you making tens of thousands of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably even millions of dollars. In the last year, I've made multiple six figures selling online coaching that wasn't even my own. And today I'm gonna be going through the exact mindset that I have and the exact decision-making rules that I have that allow me to move the needle forward a lot faster, live my dream life here in Bali without a worry in the world. So I'm writing something on the board here. I need a new marker apparently. And this is just my general philosophy that I have. New is always harder than more and better. Now, why do I say that? Why is that so important to me? Because I think I've learned a couple of very, very valuable life lessons that held me back a lot more than I realized. If you want the deep dives on that, I'm gonna go into that a little bit later in this video, but I really just wanna help someone out there understand why this belief system exists and how I've kind of addressed constraints in the business using this decision-making rule or this philosophy rather than just trying new shit. As I was starting business, I was on what one of my buddies referred to as the business model hamster wheel. So I was trying drop shipping, agency, Amazon FBA. If you know it, I've probably tried it. And the thing is, I wasn't necessarily bad at any of them, I just wasn't consistent. Looking back at it now, I think that I probably could have won doing any business model because now that I know more, I know that every business model works. So then the question becomes, why do some people succeed with it and why do others fail? It's because they lack the one thing that most people can't do, staying consistent. I'll give you an example of this in real time for me. I actually started online business by dropshipping. Most people don't know this about me. Now I'll give you guys two examples that people can probably understand here. Initially, before getting into online business, I worked in a restaurant and I had worked my way up all the way through the restaurant to the point where, well, I was basically running my own. And the reason I was there is because I stuck with it for 4 years. I didn't do anything different. I just stuck with it. Now in online business and in entrepreneurship, we have the luxury of not needing 4 years to get to a point of success. Well, maybe sometimes, but we can see a lot faster feedback loops. When I started entrepreneurship, I actually started with dropshipping. A lot of people don't know this. I made my first $1,000 online dropshipping. And you know what most logical and smart people would do? They would keep doing the thing that just made them money. But what did my genius ass say? Nah, I want to start an agency. Why? Because I was seeing agencies on YouTube and I thought they were cool. And I thought dropshipping was boring. And guess what? It doesn't fucking matter. After I was trying an agency for a little bit, I saw this real estate thing and I was like, hey, maybe I should try that. So I started looking into it, took no action on it, and jumped to the next thing after that. And then I thought Amazon FBA was cool because guess what? I started with dropshipping. And then there was this guy yapping about growth operating. And that's where the story changes. And I don't think it was my own decision that actually changed this story because I invested into a program for growth operating and I invested $3.5 grand, which was basically my last dollar. I had nothing to my name. So now I didn't actually have a choice. I had no choice but to go with the thing that I'm currently getting the most help with, which is this. And at the time, like I said, it was called growth operating. That kind of blew up, but then all I did was do the exact same thing. I did the exact same thing every day for a year. Now, it's not really growth operating, it's scaling online coaches, right? Basically now I help online coaches scale to 20 to 50K a month. Pretty straightforward. And at the time I had landed a mediocre client, and with that client I made my first 5 figures. And then with my next client, I flopped. And then with the client after that, I made my next 5 figures. And then 6 figures, and then kept going with different clients, did 71K in a single month. Profit, by the way. And I just kept learning, kept getting better, kept learning, kept getting better. And every single time in my business that I tried something new and decided to do something new, shit got worse for me than when I just tried to make things better or do more. Let me give you a tangible example of this. Rather than building a new funnel, market more. Make the friction better. Russell Brunson famously says this in .com Secrets, but he tells his mentorship students to not change funnels, until you've made $1 million. And I think that's so beautiful because he's not saying that you can't make $1 million by using 10 different funnels, but you need to basically prove to yourself that you can do it, that you can make the right decisions, that you can learn what it takes to make $1 million. And I'm still on that road there. Let me be very clear. I'm not a millionaire by any means, but I think following this thought pattern has given me a lot of mental clarity, has helped me enjoy life a little more, right? At the end of the day, I'm in fucking Bali as a 22-year-old. I got a pool, king-size bed, a $400 a month gym. Like, life's pretty good. And yet it took me thinking this way to actually be able to solve constraints in my business. Because once you start thinking this way, constraints aren't real. Sorry, coffee break. Oh, fucking awesome. But yeah, constraints aren't real. Now I'll throw this doc on screen, which is, I guess, how me and my business partner make decisions. But it's literally, hey, it's one of these 5 things. So let's say leads is our problem. Hey, solve the leads problem. Amp up marketing. Up the ad spend. Post more better stories, right? We look at more and better before new. If close rate's the problem, we look at reviewing calls, training the closers better, making sure that they're actually following the script, rather than ditching the entire script, making a new one, and hiring a new closer. So on and so forth. But by that logic, your business will grow until you've hit a certain constraint. And then it's just solving that constraint. And if you're thinking like this, it's a whole lot better. That's it. I know this one's a short one, but I really just want to share my perspective on that and really kind of show you guys how I go about thinking and making decisions. And hopefully what I said here can impact the way that one person thinks. If it does, I will consider that a success. But if you are an online coach doing anywhere between 2 and 10K a month and you are wanting to scale past 10, 20, 30K per month, be sure to like and subscribe because I will be posting a fuck ton of sauce about exactly how you can do that. With that said, go take some action, go make some money, and I'll see you in the next one.